the flag, the queen. Thanks for your governing. I don't know what she does. Quick review of form, because it's important. Feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, hands at your sides, and you're ready to go. Hi there, and welcome to the Juggling Guild. Today we're going to cover 3 club tricks. They break down into 3 different groups. We're going to do multiple flips, we're going to do body throws, we're going to do some patterns, and then we're going to do elimination tricks. Okay, we're going to start off with multiple flips. By now you should be able to do 100 singles, right, in a row without dropping, so we can move on to some good tricks for you. We're going to start with double flips. At first, you'll just want to be able to throw one double, go back to the pattern. One double, back to the pattern. Learn it in your right hand, learn it in your left hand. Learn it in your left hand. Also, when you're learning that, don't juggle for a long time and wait for your perfect moment to do it. Start the thing and go, right? Start your pattern, 1, 2, and throw your double and get right into it. Otherwise, you're just wasting time. You want to do as many of those doubles as you can to get the feedback of how they turn out. And you'll learn a lot more than trying to get one perfect one, you know, waiting for it, okay? So then, you're going to go on to double flips. Start with 3 or 4 in a row, 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you practice that and get better, then I want you to try 3 different paces. So the first pace includes what's called a lot of dwell time. You're going to wait as long as you can to let the club drop into your hand, and you're going to hold the other one as long as you can before you throw it, okay? So it's a nice slow pattern with lots of dwell time. So that's pattern 1. Then practice speeding it up. So you're emptying your hands as fast as possible, but still keeping the same general rhythm, okay? And you can go lower. And then the last pattern is a flash. So you're flashing it, and then flashing again, and then flashing again. So they're all doubles, but 3 distinctly different rhythms. Next up, triples. You've been practicing every day. If you paid attention to the first introduction video, you've been doing your multiple flips just with singles, doubles, and triples, so you can throw them anytime you need to. And so with triples, you'll throw a crossing triple, or a crossing triple the other way. Crossing triple. Make sure you get good at those. And then after you do your doubles, you can go up to triples. And again, you want to do 3 different paces. Slow. Speed it up. And then your flashes. Now, your regular singles are going to be down here, but you also want to be able to throw a high single, a high lofty single. Okay? Again, you want to catch it fairly flat, not over flipped, and very slow, slow as you can, faster, but keeping the pattern. And then you want to practice the flash. Not very good. That's a little better. Next, 2 clubs in one hand. There's 2 patterns that I'd like to show you. One is called falling out. They fall towards the outside. That's this one. And then the next one is columns. So they stay in their same column. Okay? One problem that people have is that they start to go in a circle towards the inside, right? And they think the way to fix it is to just go, I'm turning, I'll just throw one out here again and fix it. But that's a pretty bad habit to get into. The way to really fix it is to switch the angle of the club so it turns out slightly before you throw. If you turn it out slightly, you'll be able to keep that inside to outside circle pattern going, or a fountain is what it's really called. So if you watch my hand a little bit, I pointed a little bit towards the corner of the room, and I'm able to keep that fountain pattern going. Okay? Once you learn it in the right hand, learn it in the left hand. A good way to practice this is to go to 100. And if you drop anywhere along the way, just start at the number that you dropped at and get 100 throws or 100 catches in as well. Learn your columns. Learn your columns in the left hand as well. And if you're really interested, you'll learn the singles as well. You can learn that in columns. And you can go a little lower in columns as well. Or you can learn it in the fountain. Of course, learn it in both hands as well. The next group of patterns that you can learn is body throws. And body throws, it's a broad grouping and includes things like under the legs, between the legs, through the legs, behind the back, under the arm. Those are all examples of body throws. So we'll start with a really basic one. We're going to start with under the leg. The way to start with this one is I'm going to teach you a grip. The grip for body throws, or the ones that I just named anyway, is to catch it normally in the center of the handle. And as you come down to make the throw, let it slide down into the ring grip. The ring grip. Okay, so you let it slide down. So it's the thumb and the middle finger create a ring, and then you have the pointer finger on it to provide stability and steering. Okay? So with under the leg, you catch it normal, slide it down, and throw under the leg. Catch it normal, slide it down, throw under the leg. Okay? And just get used to doing that back and forth. Do a good 10, 15, 20, well, probably 20 throws, so it's 10 on each side. Right? You can go lift it a lot, so you can conserve your energy. Straighten your arm right out, and then make the throw. Don't leave your arm bent trying to make the throw. So again, straighten your arm all the way out, let it slide down to the ring, grip, and then you don't need to lift your leg quite so high, and do a good 20 throws to make sure you're comfortable just with one club, catching it flat each time, and not moving your feet or straining or reaching for it. Immediately practice with 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The harder version would be to throw this one first and then throw it under the leg, which you can do. 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's really the trick right there. And again, when you're doing 3, don't juggle and wait super long to make the throw. 1, 2, get ready and go. Get ready and go. And if you can do it, watch that third club come around and keep doing it and learn the other side. I let the club slide down right to the knob to make the throw. And that's your first body throw. Your next body throw, it's going to be an under the arm throw. So it's just like under the legs, but you throw under the other arm. Under the other arm, back the other way. And this is very much like a back cross. For this one, you do need to lean forward just a wee bit, but typically with body throws, you want to keep your torso completely straight up and down. 1, 2, 1, 2. With body throws, after you can get 1 and keep it going, then you'll want to cycle it. And keep doing it. If you can do 10 in a row, then perfect. You're good. Or 10 of these in a row. 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so on and so on and so on and so on, up to 10. Now that you've learned 2 in one hand really well, you can do the keep them in their columns. You can add a club on the other side. And you have a trick. At first, you may want to just do a couple and go back to the pattern. Start, do 1, go back to the pattern. 1, 2, back to the pattern. 1, 2, back to the pattern. 1, 2, back to the cascade. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And if you can do this for any length of time, then you'll learn that you can move it around to the other side. if you've looked at the sight swap video, we're going to learn a sight swap. This is falling under your pattern tricks, just like 1 up, 2 up is a pattern trick, right? This is a pattern trick as well. So I want you to get used to doing, this would be a 3 and the pass across would be a 1. So this is a 3, this is a 1, right? And learn it both ways. And we're going to add this 1 in, but we're going to do 2 4s instead. A double throw up to the same hand, and a double throw up to the same hand, and it's 1 2 pass. Okay, so 1 2 pass. 4 4 1. 4 4 1. 4 4 1. And if you can get it that side, learn it on the other side. 4 4 1. 4 4 1. And then you can continue it. 4 4 1. Oops. 4 4 1. 4 4 1. 4 4 1. So if you've got it both sides, then you can continue it. Next one, the shower. Now that we've introduced it by passing 1 across, we're going to go with doubles this time and pass 1 across. 1 2 pass across. 1 2 pass pass. 1 2 3 pass pass. And just build up slowly. 1 2 3. And this pattern's really called 5-1 if you're into the sight swap. Hey, next up is chin rolls. For this one, you're going to throw it a little bit higher, catch it towards the knob of the handle, turn the club sideways, and we're rolling it across our chin. So you want to give the audience a nice view of the club, so you bring it sideways and roll it across the chin. And the reason you catch it near the knob is because you know where your hand is, so you can put it on your chin easy. Now, if you're really coordinated, I guess you could catch it up here and try to hit your chin, but it's a little bit harder. So for now, catch it near the knob, roll it across. Plus, it doesn't look as nice if you put it here and your whole arms, it won't look as nice. So catch it here. Here we go. Now, when you get to 2, and throw your 1 2, you want to loft your club a little bit so you're catching the next one fairly high as well. Okay? Loft that one just before the club. So when you're doing the trick with 3, you loft the setup throw, and the one that you catch comes around. So you loft the setup from your left hand and go with your right hand. Here it is again. Loft the setup throw, and up it goes. Loft. And when you're practicing, try to get the same one going around. So every 3rd club gets to be a chin roll. Turn it to the side, roll it over. To the side, roll it over. Then go for 2 in a row. 1, 2. Or you can go every other club. Gets to be a chin roll is actually a better step. Or you can go every other club. That's every 3rd club. And then every other club. And then every club for 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. So on and so on. So this is a 3-parter. If you've learned the 1-up 360 with balls, it's very similar. Again, you get your footwork down. I step forward with my right, I spin to my left, and I try to come around facing the camera again, or facing the wall in front of you, and spin as fast as you can. So you set your feet up. If I'm spinning to my left, I throw from my left so that my right hand comes around and can make a throw and catch that incoming club. Okay? So if I spin to the left, I throw with my left hand. Bet you didn't see that coming. A lot of people do it backwards. They throw with their right, then they have to spin all the way around, get their left hand back here, make a throw, then make the catch, and it's just slower. So this will help you build a good foundation for all the other pirouettes later on if you just get good at that. So here's what it looks like. At first, just try to spin under 1 club. You got your triples down. Watch it go up in the air so you know where it is and you're not afraid of it. Make your spin and catch. Throw, spin, catch. You want to practice this so you can do it every time, getting the club to land flat, not over flipped, not under flipped, but flat. And then you can go to the next step, which is just collecting it, or you can start off with the triple, and then you're right into the pattern. Okay, start off the triple and practice going into the pattern, and then put it all together, or you juggle, throw one high, spin and catch. So that's called an elimination trick because we eliminate one club up in the air, do something underneath, and get back into the pattern. Another basic elimination trick would be to throw a triple and do your little 3-1 shuffle underneath. Triple, 3-1. Okay. We'll get to other ones. Thanks for joining me for these 3 club basics. If you learn all these, you're going to have a really solid foundation for what's to come. Thanks for watching. If you like it, you know what to do. Hit the little button. Here, hit the little button and share it with your friends, your colleagues, whoever, or not. It doesn't matter. It's great though. Good. Give you a really solid foundation for the rest of what you're going to learn. Yep. We're going to cover 3 club tricks. Let's try it again. That will build you a, I'm going to kill that fly. Kill it, fly. So many of them. Another fly? Yeah, it was. You spin it. Here it is. Hit it. 3. Ha ha ha.